You want to see how bad K Jewelers is ripping you off? Check this out. So the ring you see right here is kjewelers.com. They have a line called Now and Forever. This ring features a 5-carat oval lab-grown diamond that's an FSI2, and you can see it has some of this fun crossover detail with the accented band. This ring is made of 14-carat white gold. The price they have this ring listed at on their website is $10,399.99. Even if they're having a 30% off sale, this ring at best is going to be $6,759 for a 5-carat lab-grown diamond that's an F color SI2, which I never even sell. I never go into the SI diamonds at all because they're trash. And with lab-grown diamonds, you don't need to go to an SI. You should never go lower than a VS2, literally ever. Okay, so here's my version of the exact same ring. So you can see it's 14-karat white gold. It has that same crisscross detail, the accented split shank that goes up into a little bit of a gallery rail, but it's more like a split shank. This ring also has a 5-carat diamond. It's an F color, but it's a VS2 clarity, so it's 2 grades above their diamond. I can make you this exact ring that is identical to the one that they're selling on their site for over $10,000. I can make this ring for you for $3,735. Arguably, mine's going to be better quality. The most important thing that I need you to know about what I do versus K Jewelers is K Jewelers is going to have settings and rings that are mass produced. There's no attention to detail. It pretty much is you get what you get, and their customer service after the sale is
horrible,
just as garbage as the diamonds. Talk to anybody who has purchased a ring at K Jewelers and had a problem with it. They cannot get any help with the maintenance of the ring. But I created this video to show you how much big box retailers are overcharging you for the jewelry. You're paying for the showroom, the employees, the expensive case, the inventory, everything. Whatever you do, just don't go to K Jewelers. You want to see
how bad K Jewelers is ripping you off? Let us show you. We had a customer reach out to us via DM. They sent us this link to kjewelers.com. This is K Jewelers' online website. This is going to be their now and forever lab-grown diamond marquee cut engagement ring, and it's going to be 3.5 carat total weight with a 3-carat center, and it comes in 14-carat white or yellow gold. The clarity on their center stone is going to be a VS2 F color. They want $5,199.99 to make this ring. So what we did was we built the same exact setting, 2.2 millimeter shank on ours. It's going to have diamonds running down the band. And this is going to be the finished product. As you guys can see here, 3-carat center stone.
That's nice.
3.5 carat total weight, cathedral style setting. But what we did was we increased the clarity and color for our customer, giving them a VVS2 E color center stone, also 3-carat. We built this ring and sold it for only $2,600. That's half the price. So let me ask you something. They say every kiss begins with K. Well, if this is how they do business, they can kiss my
Hey, yo, man, every kiss begins with K. You can kiss my ass. Hey, bro, that is ridiculous. They gave you a better ring at half the cost. Yeah, man. Hey, this is a common practice, man. They're doing it all over the place.
This message is directed to whoever owns K Jewelers because you are so fucking shitty. My engagement ring, the diamond, fell out somewhere and I can't find it. And we have insurance on it. And when we called, they said about how you have to have it checked every 6 months and that we don't qualify. So we have to pay out of pocket for their fucking ring. For my diamond, we have to pay out of pocket for it. But she said you have to have, that's why you have to have the prongs checked every 6 months. No, you're telling me that you make such shitty ass rings that you have to have it checked every 6 months. Why are there diamond rings from the 1800s that are still in place? I'm not tough on my rings. I take it off when I shower. I don't understand. Please answer why your stuff is so fucking shitty. Make it right. This message is directed to whoever.
Yeah, bro, I'm up in here reading the comments. People are like, yeah, man, they tell you before you buy, you got to bring it in every 6 months. But to her point, which was a logical point, like, how come the rings from back in the day are not falling apart? You ain't having to constantly bring those in there. Man, I seen videos of white people, bro. Sorry to use white people as an example, but y'all grandmothers passing down rings that's 200 years old. You ain't having to do nothing to them. But you buy a ring that was created in 2026, it's falling apart in 6 months, and you losing it. That don't make no sense.
This message is
I will never, ever, ever shop at Kay's Jewelers ever again. Ever. So I had purchased, which is awful to say, but my wedding ring from my previous husband. And what made me think of this is one of my videos that I posted of that really big fancy ring with all the little diamonds in it. Well, it's got a ton of views on it. So this is what made me think of this, okay? Do not get anything from Kay's Jeweler. You guys don't. They will rip you off, okay? And if you do, you need to have somebody check those diamonds in your ring to make sure they're diamonds and not moissanite. Because I had posted my previous wedding ring, Book of Faces, and there's a couple on there that wanted my ring, okay? Well, they wanted to meet me at this jewelry store that was literally right across the hall from where Kay's Jewelers used to be, which they moved out a week prior to me meeting this couple, okay? So, which was super inconvenient because I really, really, really wanted to take my ring over there and say, hey, you guys ripped me off. But anyway, so I met them at the jewelry store. They had a guy there that was testing all the diamonds. I brought my paperwork to the couple to show that it was legitimate. And now let me just tell you, this ring had a lot of baguettes in it, little diamonds in it, okay? So I used to wear the ring all the time, and I would lose little stones in it, and I would go get my diamonds replaced. Now I had it cleaned all the time. I kept up with it. I had a warranty on it, so anytime I lost a diamond, they would replace it. So that being said, they were testing the diamonds, and the jeweler was like, you have like 4 or 5 stones in here that's moissanite. And I said, are you serious? And he was like, yes. And he was looking at the paperwork, and he said, you purchased this from Kay's Jewelers? And I said, yes. He said, I would take it back to them and tell them that they need to replace it with real diamonds because I've kept up with it. And I said, yeah, I know. Well, the couple understood, you know, they didn't really have a problem with that. It was a beautiful ring. They gave me the money and we moved on. But I cannot believe that. I don't know if this has happened to anybody else, if this is a normal thing, but that is bullshit. That's bullshit, Case. I paid a lot of money for that ring, and I kept up with it, done exactly what you guys told me to do, and you replaced my diamonds with baguettes, or my baguettes with moissanite. I'm sorry. But that just really, that ring, the video I made just made me think of that. I don't know why. It's just a random thought this morning, but if you guys go to Kay's and you purchase a ring from them, I would honestly check those diamonds and make sure it's legitimate and it's not fucking fake, because you go to those jewelry shops because they're legitimate. You
Right.
think everything should be real. It's supposed to be that way, you know? That's what you're paying for. Not so much.
So not only are they scamming you as far as like with the price, you may not even have a real diamond. It could be moissanite. Corporate greed. I'm always telling y'all that.
So I'm currently in a debacle that I never thought I would be in again. What, about 6-7 months ago, you got me my ring? It hasn't been that long. It's been like maybe 7 months. And I got a beautiful 8-carat total weight oval Neil Lane ring. Hold on, I'll find a picture. Okay, so here is my ring. And this isn't even the best picture of it. It is literally stunning. And here is my ring today. Keep in mind, this would have been number 6 that I have had to send either my ring or my band off for either losing a diamond or losing multiple diamonds or breaking a diamond, right? But never have I lost my big center stone. It's always been one of the side stones in my band. So this last time that we sent it off, I told them, I said, I am convinced, because my ring size, my ring finger is like a 4. I said, I'm convinced that it is because it has a shared prong and my finger is so small. I want them to reinforce these fucking prongs to where they look like bullets. So they did. And I went for the longest stretch of probably like, 6 weeks? 6 weeks, I think, without having to take my ring in for a lost diamond. Okay. When we were in Orlando, I looked down at my hand and 2 rings were missing out of my band. It was the same diamond on both sides of my band. And I was like, I'm convinced that my ring got warm. It started to mold to my finger. The prongs weren't reinforced on that specific stone. Those stones popped out. Okay. But ever since then, I had one of my prongs on my big ring kept catching something. It was like snagging my shirt, stuff like that. So we had planned to take in both of my rings when I took my band back to be like, hey, I've lost diamonds again. What the hell? Right? And then today I looked down and saw that. Literally, what the hell? Thank God my center stone is like 6 carats. So when I went looking for it and I like lightly pulled my blanket up because I knew that it was in there 2 seconds before, it goes thump, and I heard it fall on the ground. So I go walking into the jewelry store, the same jewelry store that we have used for 15 years. Thank God we're friends with the people there, because my set is like 18 to 20. Okay. And we're well past the 60-day window. So my jeweler, thank the Lord for him, was like, we're going to get them to give you an even trade. The problem is that I can't find anything that I like. For once in my life, I walked around a jewelry store and did not see a single thing that I was like, ooh, shiny. Why? Because I had the biggest stone that the store carries on my hand. So now I'm like, I don't know what to do, but I'm traumatized from the amount of times that I have had to send my ring in for a missing or diamond falling out, whatever. Oh, and get this. He was like looking at it underneath the thing, and he was like, Sarah, come here, look at this. And I was like, what? One of the diamonds in my band with my big ring, the big diamond fell out. Okay, so my wedding band had 2 missing diamonds. And then today, my 6 carat center stone fell out, right? But one of the baguettes, the marquee in my engagement ring on the band was shattered. Now, y'all keep in mind, I do no physical labor. I don't shower with my rings on. I don't wash dishes. I don't do laundry. I don't scrub toilets. I literally am the definition of a princess. There is absolutely 0 reason I should be losing or breaking diamonds out of my ring. I literally type on a keyboard. Like, that's it. And occasionally cook something. But now I'm in this position to where I'm like trying to find something, and I've got like $18,000 to spend, and I can't find anything I like. And I don't know if they're going to let me spend that $18,000 on like a custom setting or not, because I just want my center stone on like a plain band at this point. Like, I don't know. Anyways, drop your favorite oval 6 carat ring designs in the comments. I can't find anything I like. But I was looking at the bezel setting, and my husband was like, no. He said, I hate that. It makes it look like it's wearing a belt. So bezel setting is off the table.
Story time on my wedding ring and how K Jewelers completely messed up this ring. My husband and I decided to upgrade my wedding ring for our 10-year anniversary. So I upgraded my 1.5 carat solitaire to this stunning 5 carat oval ring. And we kept my original wedding band. I could only go to K's if I wanted the full trade-in value for my ring trade-in. So I definitely wanted to capitalize on that, as this was a large upgrade. We went ahead and found the diamond that we wanted. 2 weeks have gone by. I went today to pick up my ring. This is what I got. Now from the front, it looks completely fine. It is a stunning diamond. This is my ring from the side. For the size reference, I'm not sure if it's really capturing. There is a literal space where you can see the bottom of the diamond. I did receive a call on Thursday of this week letting me know that the head that they received had silver instead of the yellow gold prongs, which I was fine with, but nothing else was supposed to change. The setting was obviously much lower than this monstrosity. So when I went to pick up the ring today, my associate was there, and even he was like, okay, this is funky. I don't know what happened. I was extremely dissatisfied, and I definitely let him know that. His only thing that he said he could do was order a new head and then send it out. But the head that I originally wanted was on back order till January 9th, which is why the jeweler thought this was appropriate. I went to Jared. Jared offered to reset my ring for me for $400. Kays did go ahead and reimburse me the fee for setting my diamond onto this, which does not make up the $400 that we are now going to have to pay. My options are to have this head reset into a lower profile, or I can go to a local jeweler, which is my preference, but then I will lose my warranty that I have on this ring that I've already paid $500 for from Kays, that they will not reimburse me for the warranty. So I will be out an additional $500, plus I will have to buy a new head or a new setting for my ring. So I'm just curious, what would you do? I feel like I am literally just one singular accident where I just nick this thing and the entire head of my ring is going to come off. It feels extremely insecure and just all around looks so goofy. I know there's people dying. I feel like Kourtney Kardashian right now, but I also feel like we are deserving of a certain experience when we choose to spend our hard-earned money for something that we have worked really hard towards, like our 10-year wedding anniversary. Let me know what you would do. I'm all ears.
June in 2025. This is my ring. Stunning, gorgeous, beautiful. She's a 3-carat Neil Lane emerald cut ring. Looks so cute. Oh, what is this? Yeah. Now she looks like a UFO. Okay, so this is my original setting. And basically you can see this big space in between the bottom of the setting and the diamond. My ring was basically not secure at all in the setting, and it came loose a month after I had the ring. So we went in, got the prongs tightened, whatever. Same thing, a month after that, stone came loose again. And I'm not talking a little loose, I'm talking it's wiggling around, rattling around in the setting. So then after the second time, we were advised, oh, maybe you need a different setting for your ring because that's a really big carat and it's not stable in this setting. Why we were not advised by Kay before we bought the ring about this, I have no idea. But anyways, okay, so then I'm like, all right, let's change the setting. I take it into Kay, I'm like, let's just change the prongs. They put this whole new head on my ring. This is different than the one it has on right now. And look how horrible that looks. It sits up so high and it's so thick and not dainty or aesthetically pleasing at all. And basically they were like, well, there's nothing else we can do. All we can do is put it back into the original setting you had, but that doesn't fix my problem of it being unstable. All I wanted was my original head with the gallery rail added to add stability. I'll show you. This is what chat made. This is all I wanted. But of course, it's a custom, it would be a custom, and we have lifetime warranty on the ring with Kay, and that doesn't cover custom. But at this point, it's a structural issue with the ring, and Kay's not doing anything to make it right or to please their customers, because Kay, quite frankly, does not care about their customers at all. So that's basically all I wanted done to my ring, but instead, I keep getting all of these crazy thick heads put on, and they look nothing like what I want. And Kay is not willing to work with me or fix it. And also, yes, before you say go to a local jeweler, I have insurance with Kay on the ring, lifetime insurance. If I take it to another jeweler, it voids the insurance, and everybody's like, oh, screw the insurance. Well, then if I do that and I'm still gonna have to pay out of pocket, that's not financially an option right now. We're planning a wedding. moving, all the things. That's not an option. And then if I take it to another jeweler, it's not going to be insured anyways. I don't have a house. How am I supposed to insure it? My diamond falls out, I'm going to have to pay for another diamond. Like, that's just not an option. So basically my ring has been in the repair center getting fixed since like July, August of 2025, and it's now March of 2026, and this issue is still not resolved. The ring has been in the shop more than it has been on my finger my whole year engaged. I haven't even gotten to enjoy my ring, and it's honestly extremely upsetting. And now basically my only options are to trade my ring in for something completely new, or I'm just gonna have to get a head that I don't like because I'm not paying for a custom head. And the whole reason why I chose this ring is the hidden halo. Like, I have not seen any other emerald cuts with a hidden halo like this, and that is the main reason why I picked the ring, and they don't have any other options. And I also just found out today that this ring is no longer even available at K.
Wow.
It's been recalled. So how come
that's cool.
as a big corporate company you have a product that's been recalled and you're not even giving people the opportunity to fix their ring, or even let them know, like, hey, like, there's obviously a structural issue for this ring. It's not even an aesthetic thing, or like, I personally don't like it. Like, it's a
My whole thing is this: in a time when men are not even proposing to women like that, why are you not making these rings perfect? That's going to deter a lot of people from even fooling with y'all to begin with. Once this catches wind to everyone that the rings ain't worth a damn, they're going to stop buying them. You going out of business, man. Real talk. People ain't even trying to men ain't even trying to get married like that no more. Crazy.
structural durability of the ring where the diamond's going to fall out. I go buy a car. A couple months later, something's recalled. I take it to the dealership. They fix it. With K Jewelers, this is not the case. And each time that I would get my ring back from the repair center, there was something else wrong with it. Like, literally, it would come back and the prongs would not even be on the ring evenly. Like, one would be more far to the left or something. And it was just the most horrible repair job ever. And that K also advised me to call customer service to help me or whatever. I called customer service. All they did was escalate my case, and then I never heard anything from them. And that was months ago. And I have seen, after doing research, it's the same thing for other people. So, customer service who? And you pay so much money, thousands of dollars for a ring, you would expect to get what you pay for and the proper care. And K Jewelers needs to do better, because
shit, you might as well go and get it appraised just to see if it's actually a real diamond. Real talk. It might be a moissanite, whatever they said it was. Guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And if you in the market to buy a ring, man, shit, after seeing this, you'd be a damn fool to go and spend your hard-earned money with K. Holla at your boy.
Hype me up. Hype me up.